Way too, but so much when I grab it.
Yeah, be fine. Take off.
Boys, 1 second. Oh, what a sweet.
Yeah,
Hello and welcome, everyone. Today as we celebrate and witness the union of Laurence and Camille. It's been several years coming. But finally we get to enjoy this beautiful location on this wonderful occasion. Camille and Laurence started out, as many of us gathered here today, high school friends. And they've been on a long journey which resulted in this marvellous relationship, blooming, something we've all been witness to and part of as friends and family. And Laurence has also hoped to all of his bachelors here that friend zone is escapable. I've been allowed to share a couple of stories. I'm just going to talk about some first in their relationships that I got to be a part of. I mean, the first one being when they started going out. For those of you who don't know, it was a September evening, 2017, when they started going out. And I found out, not by actually being there, I'd met up with a friend, we went to go have a talk. And as I was going home, I sat at Bel Air, and I look around and I'm like, there's Laurence. What's he doing here on a Friday evening? Not the type to go out clubbing. So I go over and go, hello, what are you doing here? He's like, just came back from a Star Wars marathon. And our group had organised a Star Wars marathon the day before. And I've done Star Wars marathons before. It's about 12 hours, not 36. So curious me goes, but you should have finished that. And he sort of smiles and goes, yes, but had a moment of Camille. And so I'm sort of going, a moment? And he turns back and goes, yes, you had a kiss. I'm told there's also lots of hugging, but wasn't meant to say that, apparently. So we went on the rest of the way home. I got sworn to secrecy because they didn't take their time to figure out what they were doing. But I walked home with a very big smile on my face. The other first I want to share is when Laurence first told me he liked Camille. I found out in high school, I want to say year 13, I think it was the end of year 13. Laurence comes up to me in the school cafeteria, sat by the microwave, like, Liam, you know Camille well, right? I'm like, yeah. What does she like? Why? I want to get a birthday gift, but I don't want to get her. So, being the dutiful friend, I actually went and found a lens and went, what's Camille's favourite colour? I can't remember. She shared the information. We went off into town, I think, the next day. We went out, we bought some nice earrings. We're like, nothing metallic, we can't do iron. She can't wear it. So we go off, we find the right stuff. We find some link socket as well. And we go to the party, it's all great, it's all lovely. But I knew then, and part of my brain had told me then, I was like, this will work out. I knew then, I was like, Laurence is a good person for Camille. He'll do right by her. So I went ahead and I was like, yeah, let's get everything sorted. So yeah, those are two great first moments that I remember in their relationship. And now, 13 years after that day, we gather as Laurence and Camille have chosen to affirm the choice that they made together to one another, both from that September night in 2017, on their world tour, as I call it, in 2020, where they both proposed to each other, I think slightly unbeknownst to one another, and also in a slightly more private setting, but in April this year when they had the civil union. And now they choose to do it publicly and formally here in front of all of us as we celebrate it. Yeah.
It's a hot day.
It is. Camille and Laurence are marking their next step in their journey as a couple, not only by celebrating the love between themselves, but the love between all of us here. The love of parents, siblings, extended family from afar, and the best of friends. Camille and Laurence, today you not only marry the right person, but you also commit to being the right partner. Through thick and thin, I am sure, as it already has, that your love will persevere through anything that this world throws at you. And I get to stop talking. As we continue to celebrate this celebration of love, we're going to hear a reading from Rachel. I don't know if you can hear it.
So I'm going to do a reading that Camille and Laurence have chosen and slightly adjusted to suit called A Lovely Love Story by Edward Monckton. So it goes. The fierce dinosaur was trapped inside his cage of ice. Although it was cold, he was happy in there. It was, after all, his cage. Then along came the lovely other dinosaur. The lovely other dinosaur melted the dinosaur's cage with kind words and loving thoughts. I like this dinosaur, thought the lovely other dinosaur. Although he is fierce, he is also tender and he is funny. He is also quite clever, so I will not tell him this for now. I like this lovely other dinosaur, thought the dinosaur. She is beautiful and she is different, and she smells so nice. She is also a free spirit, which is a quality I much admire in a dinosaur. But he can be so distant and so peculiar at times, thought the lovely other dinosaur. He is also overly fond of board games. Are all dinosaurs so overly fond of board games? She wondered. But her mind skips from here to there so quickly, thought the dinosaur. She is also uncommonly keen on online shopping. Are all lovely other dinosaurs so uncommonly keen on online shopping? He thought. I will forgive his peculiarities and his concern for board games, thought the lovely other dinosaur, for they are part of what makes him a richly charactered individual. I will forgive her skipping mind and her fondness for shopping, thought the dinosaur, for she fills our life with beautiful thoughts and wonderful surprises. Besides, I am not unkeen on online shopping either. Now the dinosaur and the lovely other dinosaur are old. Look at them. Together they stand on the hill, telling each other stories and feeling the warmth of the sun on their backs. And that, my friends, is how it is with love. Let us all be dinosaurs and lovely other dinosaurs together, for the sun is warm and the world is a beautiful place.
Okay. There we go. And now I do believe you prepared some words for one another. But being so fond of board games, we decided the only right way to decide who goes first is to roll for initiative.
All right, you ready?
Wait, what to do?
18.
No, 19. But with a few bonuses, Laurence gets to go first. I've also been asked to share. This is the box that Camille proposed with the dice inside of the Lego thing, so people are aware.
No.
Take the mic.
What are you going to do?
Mic drop. Mic drop.
I'll use this one.
That's right. Yeah.
Right, I'm not much of a speaker, but I hope you find these moving. I've never been one to believe in love at first sight, and the idea of getting married to me seemed like such a foreign concept for so long, something that happened to other people. But looking back on it, I can confidently say that I was in love with you the moment I laid eyes on you. As a teenager, I didn't quite realize this, and slowly but surely across the many years we've known each other, I felt that you were the only one I could ever want to spend the rest of my life with. I feel like we only ever get to truly connect with a few people in our lifetime, and I'm incredibly fortunate that we did. To let someone in and see more of a person than anyone else, to learn your foibles, fears, secrets, and passions, is immensely special, and I eagerly await to find out more and more about each other as we continue our journey together. Although the journey will no doubt be fraught with problems such as misreading, procrastinating, and forgetting, I look forward to being a long and lengthy road through the wonderful and not so wonderful moments in between. I promise that I will do everything in my power to keep you happy, healthy, silly, and safe. No matter how insistent you are putting yourself at risk, whether it being around mines in Cambodia, alleyways late at night in Morocco, or hurtling into Baltimore in Oman, which I'm very thankful for your parents that have kept you alive for so long to take. And I can't wait for our next riskiest adventure in life of marriage. This journey is not ours alone, and we are already so rich in love from our friends and family, I'm sure with their support, we will overcome all obstacles. I'm certain that if our marriage is even half as strong and loving as that of our parents, we'll be incredibly happy. At this point, I was planning on quoting Lord of the Rings or Star Wars, but I was specifically banned from doing so, so I could not. Instead, I shall share a short personal story between us. Not every morning, but sometimes when I've just barely awoken from a dream, still addled from sleep, I forget for a brief moment how lucky in life I am. I turn over and I think, wow, is that really still Camille beside me, the love of my life? A few years ago, I would never have believed myself if I said that I would end up here. Then I remember all the wonderful memories we have made and continue to make together. I feel like I'm dreaming all over again. Camille, you are the kindest, gentlest, and most beautiful person I've ever come across. I've never been able to connect to anyone so completely and sharing such stupidity and seriousness and believe to be loved so much in return. Even while we sat together and wrote these very vows not so long ago, you were crying at how overwhelming your love for me was. All I can say to thank you for sharing my feelings in return is that now I'm your husband, you must be prepared for me to constantly tease you. And more importantly, that I love you now, I love you forever, and I love you always, my dearest Camille.
Just say yes.
Oh, that's not very fair going first. My dear life, I'm going to need a minute. I've always heard in books and fairy tales.
Tissue?
Thank you, Dad. You were there. We got it. I've always heard in books and fairy tales that when you would meet the love of your life, you would just know straight away. And heaven knows you did. And your love is so bright and pure, it surprised me. And I couldn't do anything except run away. I distracted myself with studies and friends. And along the way, we became friends, an excellent D&D duo, and we became best friends. And one day, quite quietly, and yet all of a sudden, I realized I was in love with you. I was still a little afraid. And it wasn't until in a beautiful restaurant that used to be an old movie theater, as we were listening to the live band playing, and I said, what a beautiful song. It really makes me want to dance. And you looked right at me and you said, "Then nice." And you took my hand, and before I could raise any embarrassed protest, I was in your arms dancing, right in the middle of the restaurant with everyone staring at us. And I realized I wasn't afraid. How could I be afraid of loving you with all my heart, with all my being, when I already did? I love you with everything that I am, my darling. And here today, and every day, I promise that I forever will. Not just on the days where everything is beautiful and happy. I want to be there when things might get difficult. And when it seems that the sun can't shine, I want to be that light and that warmth. If there are no birds to sing on rainy days, then I'll sing for you all the louder over the rain. If there are nights where you feel you can't see any stars, then I will paint them bright as film. No matter where our path takes us, I would like to, if you let me, be by your side and take every step, whether we're running, strolling, or stopping. I promise to take every step with you.
I've got one. Now may all those present witness to these vows, hold you accountable to the promise you've just made to each other. And may we now bear witness to your intent to one another as you speak over and love one another, a formal declaration of marriage. Camille, you get to go first this time.
Yeah.
Do you take Laurence to be the husband of your days, the companion of your heart, and the friend of your life, to stand united in the face of adversity and revel together in good fortune? With these words spoken and all those as yet unspoken, Do you wish to marry Laurence and join your life with his?
I do.
Laurence, do you take Camille to be your wife of your days, the companion of your heart, and the friend of your life, to stand united in the face of adversity and revel together in good fortune, with these words spoken and all those as yet unspoken? Do you wish to marry Camille and join your life with her?
I do.
We could get the rings would be a good idea now. Hoping they got them. A ring is an unbroken circle without end, and it represents your infinite love. When you look at these rings, be reminded of this moment, your commitment and the love you feel for each other. Laurence, if you could please place the ring on Camille's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
Thank you. As a reminder.
I give you this ring.
As a reminder.
As a reminder.
That I will love, honor, and cherish you.
That I will love, honor, and cherish you.
In all times and in all places.
In all times and in all places.
Forever and always.
Forever and always.
And now, Camille, if you could place the ring on Laurence's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring. As a reminder. That I will love, honor, and cherish you.
And I will love, honor, and cherish
in all times and in all places.
you. In all times and in all places.
Forever and always.
Forever.
With the binding of these rings, you have sealed your pledge to be joined in marriage in witness of those here today and afar. And by the authority invested in me, by the Council of Third Wheels and my best friends, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When I can't get past you before you try to show us some petals.
Oh yeah.
They were at the back.
Oh, they were at the back?
The back. So we're gonna
Take.
I'll take the tray. I'll take the tray.
Two.
You ready?
I'll take it out and I'll just go like this.
Yeah, well, we got 1, 2, 3, go!
Woo!
Oh no!
Never not.
I don't know if I'm in best.
Okay.
Going down to the Vespa as they go off.
The Vespa! To the Vespa!
Yeah, they can go back.
Yeah, good.
Jumping all over the place.
Yeah, just make sure to capture it for the people who weren't able to come.
Was it live stream?
No, it's not live streaming. Yeah,
There was no sun!
It was perfect. It's perfect.
How much did you pay for that?
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Abbiamo sofferto.
Did a good job. Well done.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's great.
Woo!